Good afternoon, traders. It is Thursday, December 24th, 2020, and the U.S. stock market is closed. Merry Christmas. I We had a short day today. The stocks closed 3 hours early. I took advantage of that, and so after 10 o'clock, I went out for an extra long jog along the river, and now I'm so tired I'm falling asleep trying to finish this thing so I can be done and enjoy the 3 day weekend. Uh, the Dow didn't do much but just slosh around today. Ended up closing up 70 points. But again, it's clearly avoiding that 30,000 floor that I keep talking about. We did not have a great day. I was up again about 4:30 this morning, and here's the progression. Yesterday we had 14 positions on, and yesterday on the close, those 14 positions were worth 31,000 in open trade equity on the close yesterday. And then I was up about 4:30 this morning, and in the pre-market, those 14 positions were up to $45,000. I'm thinking, wow, this is just unbelievable. We're just raking it in, man. We're going to have another great day. And then stocks opened, and for a few seconds it was above 40,000, and then it just collapsed. And by the time we got out of everything, that $45,000 had shriveled down to just over $15,000. So, yeah, I guess I'm happy to close out 15,000, but it's a far cry from that $45,000 figure that I saw about maybe with 20 minutes before the open this morning. And the sellers jumped in. Anyway, that happens. That's the way life is. That's the way trading life is. Can't do too much about it. We got into 14, or rather 4 positions, and one positive, 3 negative, and we're negative $6,000 that we're carrying over the long weekend. Not too worried about that. I got the feeling it'll reverse on Monday, but still, yeah, not a great day. I will show you 3 of our stocks. This first one I'm showing you, this is CPE, Callon Petroleum Company. And I'm showing you is because it shows the pattern we're dealing with today. We bought Callon early in the day yesterday. It was way up for a while, and then it kind of jogged around and closed just slightly profitable yesterday. But then it just did this crash the first 45 minutes, and we're stopped out there. And our loss on that was only about $1,200, but this pattern on the open repeated itself in virtually every stock we had today, including the profitable ones. It was more profitable at the beginning of the day than it was by the time we got out. Just one of those things. Our pattern didn't work today. Worked against us. We had 2 stocks that held pretty good. This is one of the ones that didn't follow the pattern. I think it was probably the only one that didn't follow the pattern. This is Ride, RIDE, which is Lordstown Motors. And we had bought on this would have been Tuesday. We had exited this with some pretty good profits in the middle of the day. Then we got re-entered on the last bar of Tuesday, and then it just really shot up yesterday, but unfortunately it pulls back, and today it popped up just a little to make that exit a little more palatable, but we got out of there with $7,200 in Lordstown Motors, or Ride. And then finally, this was our largest trade, but it was still a little bit disappointing. This is FCEL, Fuel Cell Energy Incorporated. And on Tuesday, we had bought this right at the beginning of the day. It closed just barely profitable on Tuesday. Big run up yesterday. We were up in the sky here. That might have been as high as $18,000 up there. I can't quite remember. It did settle back a little bit on the close, but still looked good. But then we saw the same pattern that I showed you in Callon Petroleum of this sell-off at the beginning of the day, and so we got out there. But even with that pullback, we still got $12,000 out of Fuel Cell Energy Incorporated. So that's the way it went. I am a single dad. I have a 20-year-old son. He doesn't believe in Santa Claus, and he will spend most of the weekend locked in his bedroom, playing video games and talking to weird friends on the internet. And we still talk intermittently. I cook for him and all that, but basically he's more interested in his little world than mine. And so I will probably spend most of this 3-day weekend doing market research, which, by the way, I really enjoy. That's not a bad thing, but it's not quite the holiday spirit that most people are enjoying this weekend. But I'm very happy with it, and for my customers out there, I'm working very hard to produce another portfolio for January that's going to be as good as ever. And by the way, we're doing just great for December after a fabulous November. It's not quite as good as November, but it's really good, and I think we're going to finish the year up just over 400% for 2020, and I've never had anything like that before. And I like to think that the reason is that I have improved my stock selection. That's the key ingredient, because 2020 wasn't a real easy year to trade. We had a crash in March, but we made a ton of money on the crash in March, and then we made a ton of money on the upswings too. We just had a great year, and I'm very happy about that, and happy for my customers who made money trading as well. Anyway, Merry Christmas. That's the way it went. I'll be back here after the 3-day weekend on Monday trading as usual.